Hi, my name is Pascual-Villar, and today I will be presenting my project pitch. So I will be composing a short documentary talking about filming locations used in films and series, etc. So for the backstory of this project, I previously composed a short documentary talking about EMI, electric and music industries. I talked about their history and where they are today. This task helped me improve my basic editing skills and learn Premiere Pro tools. And one thing that worked with that short project was the B-rolls. I filmed about approximately 40 pieces of content and used half of them. However, something that didn't work was the audio, as you could tell a big difference between indoor high quality crisp recording, which was recorded in a studio, and outdoor recording, which was recorded using my phone, and the difference was not great. For the opportunities, this project will take my editing to another level. I hope to improve. It will also help me figure out what I will do when I'm older. I currently have a few things in mind that I really like, but hopefully this documentary will clear some of those things up. Once I completed, it will get easier to get into the industry, and I can use this documentary as a piece of content to present to the company. I'm also trying to solve copyright issues which I previously had. Hopefully, using research, I can clear that issue up. So for the scope or the aim, this project will be aimed as a wider piece of work. My aim is to produce something that everyone enjoys, as it will include films from different decades, meaning that it will target the ages of 16 to 45. But it won't be a part of a campaign because it won't have any special messages. So for the target audience, like I mentioned before, my documentary will target the ages of 16 to 45. And the reason for this is because it will contain films from different years, different decades, meaning that people in this age group will understand them the most. And it's a pretty wide range of people. However, the theme of films and series and cinema in general is a really popular topic. So one of the constraints or setbacks is obviously money. I will have to go into London to film locations like Big Ben and Tower Bridge, and obviously I'm gonna have to spend about £5 to go into London on public transport. And another constraint or setback that I have is time. I have limited time due to the deadline, which will be in right now 11 weeks. So assumptions, I assume that my final documentary will be better than my previous one. I also assume that my post-production will be done in less than 3 weeks. In my previous project, the post-production or editing side, I did in 4 weeks, so a little bit more. So I hope that this time it will be less. So for resources, for my project to really be successful and high quality, I need special equipment. I previously went abroad on holiday and I used my phone and tripod to film some locations. However, now that I'm back in London, it will be really useful to use better equipment, for example, a 700mm Canon camera and a tripod. This will increase the quality of my documentary. And the microphone is very useful as well, as there will be a lot of noise in the streets of London. So to use a microphone will make it easy to hear myself. To measure success, I will be sharing my documentary with 5 different friends and taking their opinion on it. It will be really useful to write down these suggestions on a piece of paper and put it on WordPress to track my progress. And this will help me be successful because I can analyze the positives and the negatives and maybe even take away or add little bits and pieces. So finally, for the Envision, something that I would like to achieve with this project is it being entered in a media competition or a media content festival. Here I mentioned the UAL, University of Arts London, but really any media competition will be great. So this is it. Thank you for listening to my project pitch. Again, I will be composing a short documentary on filming locations. Hopefully I cleared some of your questions up in this PowerPoint. And thank you. for listening, and hopefully you enjoy my documentary at the end.